Hacking your sleep is one of the most important things you can do to increase the amount of free time you have and the amount of performance you have. Just if you want to feel really good, you've got to own what you do at night. It doesn't mean getting more sleep, which is kind of a platitude. Oh, you've got to have 8 hours, more sleep is better. It's actually not true. Getting the right amount of the right quality sleep is most important. Getting better sleep, but less of it, is more important than getting lots of sleep, but low quality. But few people talk about sleep quality when they say 8 hours. There's a study that I cover on the Bulletproof blog of 1.2 million people looking at sleep patterns and longevity. People who lived the longest slept only 6.5 hours a night, and they outlived the people who slept 8 hours a night. It's not because less sleep makes you live a long time, it's because healthy people need less sleep. I looked at the research behind what happens during sleep with energy in the body. And we have a system in the body called the glymphatic system. And what it does is it pumps cerebrospinal fluid into your brain, washes the brain, it basically gets rid of toxic protein, and then carries away those proteins. In fact, we're starting to theorize that one of the primary reasons we sleep could be this cycle. It turns out your energy in the body is what controls the speed of the brainwashing. So if you want to wash your brain faster, having more energy in the body, more mitochondrial energy, these power plants in your cells, is one of the secrets. And there are things you can do to improve that. One of them is you can actually exercise. So getting some exercise once or twice a week, intense exercise, increases mitochondrial function, which then means your brain is better able to pump this stuff in and out. You also can do other things besides just increasing energy in your brain to increase your sleep quality. You can make sure that you wake up at the top of a sleep cycle. How would you do that? Well, it would be impossible if we didn't have biohacking technologies. There's free apps on your iPhone that can look at how much your body moves, and using just that data, we can tell when you're at the bottom of a sleep cycle or near the top. And for the past 655 or so days, I've had an alarm that wakes me when I'm already almost awake. So I've not ever been jolted out of bed. What I used to do with an alarm clock was it would just go off and I'd fumble around and you'd be a zombie for a couple hours. So reduce zombification. That's one of the most important things you can do. There's also this problem of a second wind. And if you tend to stay up late at night, around 10:45 or 11, you should be going to sleep. Because if you don't, you're going to get a second wind. And this is a cortisol surge that your body does, and it'll keep you awake. You'll feel good. In fact, I wrote a lot of the Bulletproof diet during that time frame. It's not that you can't go there, but if you do, you should know you're incurring a biological cost. And if you're trying to really sleep for recovery, or if you have to wake up early, the difference between 11:30 and 10:50 is profound. So the time you go to sleep matters. Another big sleep hack that I cover on the blog is stop staring at bright white lights before bed. Whenever bright lights happen, even for 5 or 10 seconds, your body's like, oh, it's daytime. Let me stop secreting melatonin. Since secreting melatonin is really important for sleep and longevity and reducing your cancer risk, bright lights can actually increase your cancer risk if you are exposed to them at night. They also ruin sleep quality. So dim the lights at night, and when you get up to use the bathroom, don't turn the bright lights on. Have a night light, and for bonus points, make it an amber or a yellow or a red night light that won't turn off your melatonin. And while you're at it, put up dark curtains. You should sleep in a dark room.